can change the way you approach your entire education, the way you approach your entire life, just by hearing a simple phrase. You can grow your intelligence. As long as we're on this earth, there will be more to learn. No matter what field we find ourselves in, there will always be something else to learn.
What's really exciting about doing this to community college students is often community college students don't have the best experience in some subjects. Maybe they struggle in English or in math, and they've convinced themselves that they're not good at those things because they have a long history, whereas a younger child might not have that history. But in community college, students often have this history of struggle, and they've defined themselves as not a math student. And if we can convince them of a growth mindset, they could say, I'm not a math student yet. To recognize that struggle is the opportunity to learn. And when you get to something you can't do yet, that's an exciting moment. Because if you ask a question someone already knows, they don't learn anything while they answer it. But if you ask them what they don't know how to do now, by the time they struggle and learn it, now they've learned something new, and that's where growth happens. Coming
into school, I didn't know much at all about the growth mindset. I had intuitive views on intelligence. And I'd always asked myself this question before. Is intelligence something we're born with, or is it something that I can grow, that I can nurture? My view was that it was something that you could grow and nurture, but I didn't know, one way or the other, and I never did the work to try to find out. It was just kind of a lingering question that I had. The interventions changed my behavior in a pretty profound way. Specifically about how I approached my studies. Prior to learning about the growth mindset, when it came to writing in particular, if I was having a problem, my way of handling that was to try to avoid it. So I don't want to go through this struggle, I don't want to go through all this stress, it's just too much. So I would literally do as little as possible. But learning about the growth mindset, I learned that the struggle is where the learning takes place. Just as if you're lifting weights. You don't grow your muscles by not lifting weights. You don't grow your muscles by, lifting the smallest weights or doing the smallest amount of possible. You have to put in work. You have to go through some pain. You have to go through some struggle, some hardship even. Learning about the growth mindset first and foremost taught me that struggle was where the learning was taking place. That is the ultimate learning environment, when we're being rewarded for learning something, as opposed to being punished for not knowing something. It's a growth environment. So now I have free reign to grow. I don't have to worry about the stress of getting it wrong. I don't have to concern myself with losing points because I didn't memorize this little piece of an essay. No, I'm going to come in here and learn, and if I do learn, then I'll be rewarded for that.